There aren't many places like California on Earth. The state's abundance of sand, sun and sea, and astronomically expensive residences shouldn't surprise considering that it's home to 8 of the richest cities in the country. There may not be many places like California, but no place is like Bel Air. It's home to the world's wealthiest residents and has the highest household income in Los Angeles. What makes these houses so expensive then? Well, let's find out, shall we? Number 4. 924 Bel Air Road, $150 million. First on the list is the aptly called billionaire, since even if you don't have a net worth of $1 billion, if you possess this magnificent Bel Air mega home, pretty much everyone will assume that you do. Why then is this property so expensive? Well, for one thing, it's packed with plenty of expensive cars. The estate includes roughly $30 million worth of these vehicles, including a prop helicopter. That is fine if you want to appear wealthy. It doesn't even need to take off for people to believe you bought it. After all, a 4-lane bowling alley, pool tables, foosball tables and a ping pong table are all custom built and constructed of glass and can be found inside the home. The estate also has a huge screening room with seating for 40 people in handcrafted leather recliners and a 22-foot screen with an incredible sound system right outside the screening. A candy shop called Rue would put any movie theatre to shame. The cherry on top is the gigantic infinity pool, a 30-foot wide TV and an open lounge space where you can get some sun and other amenities. In the mansion there will never be a dull moment. Number 3 is the Chartwell Estate, $195 million. 10.4 acre Chartwell Estate contains a charming modest French home in the style of the 18th century in the centre. Over 25,000 square feet of area make up the charming French chateau. It features an interior appropriate for the richest billionaires dressed as nobility with 11 bedrooms and 18 bathrooms. For this reason, Lachlan Murdoch, a rich media magnate, may have purchased the mansion in 2019 or simply claim the title of the most expensive real estate transaction in LA. Even though it comes with a ridiculously large wine cellar with a capacity of 12,000 bottles, that could easily keep the party going for several weeks if your event is upscale and posh. However, there is exquisite private gardens ideal for the most arrogant of wine tasting parties. And if you're throwing a proper rager, there's a 75-foot swimming pool where everyone in the neighbourhood can congregate. Number 2, the Casa Encantada, $225 million. The Casa Encantada, often known as the House of Enchantment, was constructed in 1938 during the Great Depression. Massive 40,000 square foot mega homes weren't well received by the market, but that wouldn't stop them. Despite having a moniker that sounds like it belongs in a Tim Burton film, this former most expensive house in the country genuinely lives up to its name. Some of the most important social, humanitarian and political gatherings in the US state have occurred at Casa Encantada. Presidents as well as Hollywood aristocracy have welcomed it. It's a gorgeous 40,000 square foot property with 60 rooms, and everyone has a view of the garden out the ocean. Multiple living rooms, a bar and an 18-foot reception hall exist. Anyone would want to visit here. I mean, the amenities at this location are plentiful, along with the charming locations like a greenhouse, rose garden and koi ponds. There is a sizable pool house complete with a bar and movie theatre. Number 1. The One, $295 million. This is the most expensive mansion in the US of America overall. It is also predictably the largest mansion. It makes sense why they've called it the One. The palace comprises over 100,000 square feet of space and 5 acres of land. This property was initially put up for sale for the jaw-droppingly expensive sum of $500 million. But after languishing on the market for some time, it regrettably failed to draw in the billionaire clientele. There are 30 bathrooms, 20 bedrooms in this house, there are 2 enormous dining rooms, a kitchen that rivals restaurants, and a 30-car garage in case you decide to move in with your entire extended family. But that's just standard fare. You won't be charged $295 million for rooms you won't use. This home has a large wine cellar that dwarfs most other storage facilities. The wine vault can house more than 10,000 bottles, which puts it to shame. Talk about providing food for the entire community. But really, this place was built to accommodate an entire area. There are 5 swimming pools, for example, and a 36-seat movie theatre. There's a sizable casino and a nightclub all to itself. Even for your most affluent parties, this house has the necessary amenities. An entire philanthropic wing with space for 200 guests is ideal for your fancy cocktail parties and galas. Which of these houses do you think you'd move to California for? Comment below and let us know your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please enable the notifications, and we'll be ensuring that you receive all our updates. See you again soon.